What's going on, guys? So I wanted to come to you. This is going to be a little bit longer. This isn't going to be a little 2 or 3 minute reel. So you're going to have to be willing to click on it and play and hopefully make it past the first minute and 30 seconds. But I don't think you'll be let down if you do stay on with me. In my verse of the day, I had talked about Psalms 143:10. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. May your gracious spirit lead me forward on a firm footing. And there's a video that's been around Facebook. I'm sure you've probably seen it. It looks like her video. She did a live from outside in her garden talking about the dead will arise. And she felt like God put that on her heart. Well, I have said it before. I make videos, but I'm not the one that usually watches people's videos. And here lately, I've been doing a lot more of that from watching some Billy Graham, watching hers because it was sent to me and I saw it in my feed several times. And I'm absolutely glad that I took the time to listen to what she felt in her heart and what the Lord expressed to her to speak to the world. And that's what I feel like. We need to speak to the world. So I like making these videos because I feel like it's an opportunity to speak to the world. So folks, during their time, meet them where they're at, which in today, where they're at is on their phones. Let's be real. People are on their phones, not necessarily in church every day. So I figure, you know what, if I can help people. And that's because just like this said, and just like she said about the dead will come alive, I was struggling, if you saw my other video about what an idol was. Well, when I think of the dead, in one of the videos I talked about sin and being dead. The wages of sin is death. Well, when you hear the word dead, or I heard the word death, you know what I automatically thought of? Dead, die, over with. Say goodbye to your life, right? So that's where I came to. And by the way, I wanted to sit. We don't have our light in yet. This is my wife's beautiful new dining room. In fact, I'm so proud of what she's done. I'll just share it real quick. I'm proud too because I got that light installed. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. But I thought I would just take a seat with you guys instead of standing. I love standing. Oh man, I messed it up. But anyway, so dead. What does dead mean to you? Drop in the comments what you actually think the word dead means. And so for me, when I was talking about it, dead was living that long video I had before. Long's 12 minutes. But the first video I decided to post was learning about my idols standing in the way. And I have felt, here's a week later, however long it's been, I have felt different, a lot different. I felt alive in my soul, alive in my spirit, alive in my mind, just alive. Like I drink a whole bunch of orange juice first thing in the morning and then added like a Starbucks or a Dutch Bros coffee on top of that and maybe a Monster Energy drink. I'm just kidding. But no, for real, I just feel alive. Like there's something better. And I felt just like she said about the dead will rise. It really touched my heart because I feel like I have been gifted. I have the opportunity and the abilities to reach out and be the light of God, the best that I can, and share. Brad really has inspired me, guys. You'll get to know Brad Lee. If you don't already do, you probably do because that man can sing. But anyway, Brad really kind of helped with that, inspired me because he's like that. He's alive. And I know a lot of you are alive. But what does that really mean to be alive versus being dead? Well, dead, you're not in a casket. She wasn't talking about rising up out of your casket. She's talking about rising up your soul. I was a prodigal. That's why it stood out to me. I knew in the back of my head he was real. I played along. I doubted it sometimes often. I had my conversations with him. When I was down and out, just like Jelly Roll's song, a sinner or whatever, right? I call on God only when I need him, when I'm down and out, right? But I was a prodigal. But the thing is I know right there, teach me to do your will. What does God want us to do? I want to speak out. I want to encourage you. I'm going to continue to. Good Lord blesses me, keeps me in here. This kind of stuff, talking to you guys, is what keeps me on track too. It keeps me from being a little flicker of a flame, and it keeps me more on fire, fam. That's like my new saying now. I want to make a t-shirt, on fire, fam. Or flame on, fam. Sorry, that's what it is. Flame on, fam. Keep that spirit alive, right? And that's what I want to do, man. And there is an awakening. She is right. The Lord can take all these things that are dead in your life, okay? All these things that are dead in your life. Because I have had plenty of stuff that was just dead in my life. being a Marine that has suffers from PTSD, two bouts with attempted suicide years and years ago, right? The struggles, the mental health stuff, right? I've been dead inside because I've allowed that idol to stand in the way, right? And you know, if you watch the video, the idol, what was that? That was a victim to my past history and my childhood and the abuse and neglect and the things that I allowed to cover my heart, right? We went over that. But regardless, be alive. Alive in the Lord, alive in Jesus. It changes, man. I'm telling you right now, it does. The more I seek him, the more I draw closer to him. That Bible, that big, nice, beautiful Bible that's been around forever and a day, it literally tells the truth. It is the living life. It is the word. And it is so real when you read that. It really is. So I want to say plead with you. I'm just trying to tell you, man. Like, come on, bro. That's a song I wrote too. Come on, bro. Because, like, come on. Just think about it. Do you want to live alive? Feel blessed? I mean, this last little bit of time here, the way things have changed for me in my life, with my wife, with my kids, just in everything in general, the peace that I walk around with, that's alive. So like she said, everything that's dead in your life is going to rise up. It's going to awaken. God's calling, and you know he is. If you made it this far into the video and you've been listening, you know deep down there's a twinkle, 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 a little feeling that's inside that heart of yours that wants you to be alive. It wants you to be alive. Speaking of which, there's the wife. It wants you to be alive. You know who does? God. It's speaking to you. So anyway, I just encourage you folks, challenge you folks, take a listen to hers. You probably already have. It's got like 3 million views. And just be alive, man. Experience it. It is a wonderful, great feeling. And I can't believe it's taken me 46 years to realize how much I missed that being alive for God, being alive for Jesus, man. Instead of just being a small little flicker saying that he's real, actually walking around with him in me at all times. Being alive. I said it one more time, alive, alive, alive. I'm going to keep saying it, but the dead are coming alive. She is right. And you can too, guys. Just got to reach out to him. He's calling everywhere, all over the place, all over this world as we speak. He is calling. He's calling you. Like I said, if you still are here with me and you've made it this far, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.